What's up, everybody?
Welcome to the Rainbow Coalition.
Lord. Anywho, so for all of you YouTubers out there, my name's Ryan.
And my name is Julian.
I'm Chris.
He's our living hoe. But that's another day, another story, another channel.
I can't.
Well, since you want to just blatantly put it out there
Let's
like
explain himself.
I mean,
that. I'm not a living hoe, but I do cook.
He's our houseboy. I guess that's a better way of saying it.
oh my Lord. So aside from all of those palm trees that were just cast over there, welcome to our channel, everyone. Today we wanted to have a little bit of a chat and talk through a series of questions that I found on this very interesting blog. And it's basically 21 questions for your everyday gay guy. So I'm going to read off a question and then everyone can answer as truthful as they would like to. If they decide they don't want to answer, then they can just, casually make, googly eyes at the camera if they would like. Make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Y'all ready for question one?
Question
All right. So, question one. Is a weird sex face or orgasm face a total deal breaker in a relationship?
No. No.
Okay, I got a no on the board.
No, it is not a total deal breaker. I like to see somebody's face when they're orgasming, if that's how you say it.
Orgasm.
Orgasming, having an orgasmic sensation. Yeah.
I'm gonna just say it's not a deal breaker for me because I find it amusing, like looking at somebody and their face is like all twisted and turned up. Like I'm not gonna lie, I'm the king of sex faces too, but it's just like only certain people. But in particular situations where I'm the aggressor, I like watching it because it's like watching a movie. It's like watching a movie. Really like watching cartoons. Sometimes their eye pop out a little bit more, or
It lets you know you're doing your job right.
or their face looks like they're twisted up, like in The Ring, like how looks like they're screaming. Like that's when you know you're doing good. So I like a sex face.
I mean, it's not a deal breaker. Now, if you looking like The Exorcist or something, your head starts spinning around, then we might have to talk a little bit. But I'm okay with a weird sex face. It's all right. It's okay. All right. Question 2. Do you enjoy having your balls played with?
No, sir. Unless you're gentle.
I like yes, but you ain't smacking them. You ain't tying them up. You ain't doing nothing rough and aggressive to them. A little nibbling, tickling with a feather, with your fingers, licking, blowing, sucking on them. That's fine. Other than that, nothing else.
I mean, I'm cool with it. Like, just don't punch me in them. Like, don't kick me in them, because then I might have to beat you up, and I might have to go to jail. So I don't need that in my life. I don't need to catch a case. So yeah, let's not do that.
Yeah, nothing harsh. Be gentle.
Guess your butt. All right, number 3. Have you ever hooked up with someone based on their proximity or their closeness to you on your phone? Like, for example, like on Grindr or Jacked or one of those applications.
So pretty much, have you used one of those apps to hook up with someone?
Mm-hmm.
Of course.
Yes.
Everyone's guilty. And even y'all watching, y'all guilty too.
How did you think I met this woman?
Excuse me. We met on Plenty of Fish.
Same thing.
Lies. I was not a hookup. Let's just clarify that. But yes, I have hooked up with people before on Grindr, you know. Who doesn't? Hmm.
No, it's fun.
All right. So that kind of goes with the next question. Like, would you hook up with somebody that is not your ethnicity?
I would. I never have. Well, let me take that back. I have. But it wasn't the same as dealing with somebody, dealing with a black guy. But I'm not opposed to it. I was never opposed to it.
This is my thing. As long as you have good hygiene, like your feet don't smell like corn chips, your breath don't smell like a dragon's ass, like, as long as you good, I don't have a prep, well, I do. Usually I date within my own race, but I do date outside of my race. I have, but it just, I always end up going back. Nobody really ever leaves me wanting more, so
I'm here for it. I dibble dabble in every color of the rainbow, so does not bother me as long as you're clean and you're not crazy. We cool. We can kick it.
Which most people on there, half the people on there are crazy. So
very true.
we gotta weed the crazies out.
Yes. So a couple of these questions were meant for our lovely ladies who also date ladies. I don't know if we want to attempt to answer those or if we want to skip across those.
Which one is it?
Well, this one is a preference question. Whether you prefer Julianne Moore or Hayden Christensen.
Hayden Christensen.
Okay.
I don't know who Hayden Christensen is. I'm familiar with Julianne Moore, but I'm gonna have to go with neither.
I don't know who either one of them are. Like, I'm sure they're probably wonderful people. Maybe very talented. I don't know.
Yes, they are very talented. I love my fellow actors and actresses. I love the film, and I used to dabble in women myself. So
I'm glad you said actors and actresses, because otherwise I would not have known anything about these individuals.
Yes.
Perfect. All right. I don't know if we can answer this one. Yeah, y'all know I'm word challenged. I don't know if I can say that word.
I have no idea what cunnilingus is. It doesn't sound like it's something sexual. It sounds like a disease. It's a what? Something about taco?
Oh, y'all, listen, y'all secretiveness over there. Ew.
It's a what? Licking the fish.
Ew.
Fish stepping. Oh, so it's like licking the goat.
What?
Bumping boxes, bumping pocketbooks.
Yes. Yes. Okay. We're gonna keep it
that's
right there.
really
Bumping
the same
pocketbooks.
thing,
Yes.
Okay.
I don't have a pocketbook, so I can't really,
I've
relate to that.
I've sniffed some pocketbooks. They smell like leather.
Jesus.
The good leather or like
The fishy
leather
one.
that you get from like Burlington?
Fishy leather.
Fishy leather.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
They got a whole fish skin down
Leather
there.
that's been dipped in the sea.
No, they got the whole fish patty.
Fish
Oh. Okay. And we move on. Oh, this drink ain't strong enough. Woo. All right. Number 7. Blowjobs or regular intercourse?
It depends on how much time you have. If you're dealing with a short amount of time, a short window, a blowjob. If you got, an hour, regular intercourse.
Giving the particular person that probably just get the oral.
I mean, I prefer regular intercourse. I don't like everybody to be touching on me like that. I'm not a touchy-feely person, so I'm gonna get to it and do it kind of dude. unless I'm really invested in you. So, yeah, I'm gonna have to go with regular intercourse.
I just want to clarify. I would do the intercourse, but it depends depends on the role that I choose to play. If I choose a different role, then you just get the oral. But if I choose a more aggressive one, hey, you can get the D all day.
All day, every day. Sometimes twice a day.
Anywho, so question 8: what would you do if your partner cheated on you?
Me personally, I would want to know why, because I think cheating stems from maybe a lack of something in a relationship. Maybe they got something from the other person that maybe I wasn't giving, which to me, it wouldn't be hurtful. It would just let me know that maybe I need to work on something, or maybe give a little extra. But personally, I don't think I would be extremely upset about it, just from the type of person that I am. But I think something like that could be worked through, talked through, That's just me.
That's beautiful.
Very.
I'm not there. See, like, if I'm committed to you and I'm 100% sure, like, if you are my husband and you going to find some little creature monkey to cheat with, first of all, we better make sure the house is reinforced, because something is going to get thrown into the walls. It may not be a person, but some things are going to get thrown. I'm going to be upset and in my feelings. Because, like, don't mess with my emotional attachment and my connection. Because as soon as you introduce a different party and that ain't been discussed, we're going to have a problem, boo-boo. We're fighting. Did you just not get over it?
I would have to say that how would I deal with cheating? Before or after I could even go to jail? No, I'm joking. No,
Why is it so violent?
with cheating, my thing is this. I've experienced it. I've been cheated on, and it never makes you or the person feel good in the end. My thing is this. If you feel like you have to cheat on someone, just break up with them. Salvage your relationship for what it is. And be honest with them, and just keep your friendship, because that cheating, it once you cheat, you unlock the door to everything else. All the I wonders and what ifs and everything. Like, you can't do. The cheater can never do anything without the other person wondering what they're really doing, or if they believe you. And so I'd say break up with the person. If you're gonna cheat, just break up. Salvage your friendship.
I think some people, it may not have been a, what do you call it? Something that they planned. I think in some situations, some people it may have been an accident.
I don't believe in accidents.
I think it can be an accident, and the person could be like really sorry and remorseful about it. So I think it's before people decide to get violent, they need to talk and figure out how it happened and why it happened. And then from there, you can think about becoming violent or not.
Now, if there's kids involved, I say, put his ass on child support, divorce him, throw his shit out, throw bleach on his clothes, set that shit on fire, pull a hole, burn it like Waiting to Excel. That's what I say.
Okay, so we're gonna move on from this question. Okay, that went left real fast. So we're gonna try to bring it back right. Okay.
Next question.
Hallelujah, praise Jesus. Lord have mercy. Woo. All right, so really in the middle of the video, really?
I can't open it.
Seriously, I don't understand.
See?
Y'all see what I did with? Y'all see what I did with? He made me forget my whole point. Lord have mercy. Anywho, question 9. What's the dirtiest text message you've ever received?
I just talked about one earlier today. I will not speak of it though, it's disgusting.
I don't know if I want to talk about the dirtiest text messages I've ever received. But it did include pictures and a graphic message that left nothing to be wondered about.
I will say one. There was one time I got a dirty text message from an ex, and he told me, oh, this is nasty. He told me that he wanted me to fuck him until he bled, shot my load down his mouth, made him gargle it, and swallow it. And then afterwards he wanted to use it like use it as lube to give oral, and then use that as the base like lube to Eiffel, so we could Eiffel. Me and another could Eiffel Tower him.
And what is Eiffel Tower?
Where you get 2 dicks like this and the person sits on top.
Oh,
like
that's
like how girls scissor,
that is
but with
just-
dicks standing up and you just sit on top.
okay. I've seen that. I saw that on the video. I didn't know that's what it was called.
all the lies.
The devil is a lie because it never happened.
Ugh. That didn't sit well in my spirit. Honestly, I can't remember the last dirty text message I got. I don't remember. I'm not that popular.
It was probably for me.
Probably. You know, that's what happens with commitment. Hallelujah, praise Jesus. But yeah, you know, I'm usually a real quick block. I ain't got time for that. You're nasty. Anywho.
I just realized like I had to a way to burp.
And we move on. Question 10.
Oh, you can see up the
If you could go out to dinner with anyone, like any big personality, like any star, anybody off the top of your head, who would it be?
If I just had to pick one,
Yes, you can
Can
only
we
pick
do?
one.
Can we do 2?
No,
Male, one female.
no. You can only pick one. Yeah.
I'd say I'd have to pick. What is his name from Power?
Omari Hardwick.
Omari Hardwick. That would be my
So
choice.
you want somebody to go ghost on you?
No.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, Omari Hardwick. Yeah, he'll be my choice.
Okay. See you. What about you, Chris? What you thinking?
I haven't come up with mine yet.
You haven't come up with yours yet? Okay, well. For me, this is always a tough one because I got like a list of them.
Let me scroll my Instagram and see.
I'll take dinner with them. Honestly, I would really probably choose Cardi B because she sounds like she's fun. Like, that's like your turn up. Like, I would really feel like I would be turning up right there. Like, I think that would be cool.
At dinner.
Yes. You can turn up anywhere.
I'm not a Cardi fan.
Listen, I'm a turn up fan. I may not like all of her music. I like some of it. But like, if you can turn it up, and pop off, and just be your animated self, like I get a good laugh out of that. I'm cool. That's a dinner worth going to. Hallelujah, free entertainment, huh? Want to do it?
Okay, so I guess for me, It's a tough one because I would really like to go to dinner with, like, Michael B. Jordan, pick his brain, or Chadwick Boseman, or Viola Davis, or Angela Bassett, and just really get to know them and pick their brains and see how they think and all that stuff and what good advice they have. But if I had to settle on one, I would want to see Angela Bassett. I think that like she's her body of work is incredible. So is everyone else, but it's just like I've followed her longer, so it's just like I really want to get to know her. And if I ever, like I always tell myself, if I ever became an actor, I would want her to be my on-screen mother, her or Viola Davis. Like that would be dope as fuck. But then again, that dream ain't happening anytime soon. So, but if I had to do one ever, it would be her, Angela Bassett, hands down. She's the queen of Wakanda.
Yes, I love me some Angela Bassett. Very good, very good. All right, question 11.
I thought I was gonna be a little hoe.
Nice, young.
You thought you were gonna be a hoe.
Yeah, I probably did. I thought I was gonna pick Chadwick Boseman or Chadwick. Chadwick Boseman, yeah. Or him or Michael B.
Because you
Jordan.
were sure trying to pick more brains if you would have.
So, yeah.
Question 11. Yes. Who is in charge, the top or the bottom?
Now, I'm gonna just let this be known. Let me just say, I just want to say first, the bottoms are in charge, and the reason why is because there would be no tops if it wasn't for bottoms.
Amen, sister.
Well, the choir has spoken. Hallelujah, praise Jesus.
But added on to that, both are in charge. There shouldn't, in gay relationships, we shouldn't have any heterosexual normalities. We are our own entity. We shouldn't be following along because most of the relationships we've seen are parents or aunts and uncles or grandparents, and so we try to mimic those relationships and those roles, which we shouldn't be doing because we're not heterosexual. But I know in our relationship, where he's weak, I'm stronger, and where I'm weak, he's stronger, so it's a good balance. So one person shouldn't be totally in charge.
I think that also goes into like a whole other topic, which we can revisit another time with the whole, like how you said, we view our only examples of relationships are heterosexual relationships, and always the person with the power is the male. The man works, bring home the bacon. The one that makes the most money is the one that has more power, makes more rules. The one that's more dominating in sex is the one that has all the power. Which in gay relationships, it is a 50-50. It should be both parties because if you're both of the same sex, so there is no male or female, no masculine or feminine. It's really just two people loving each other, being equals. So yeah, we could dive into that another time. I just want to get my little point. Yeah.
No, we're good. We're good. Next question. Do flamboyant gays give normal straight acting with the quotation marks, by the way? Do they give normal straight acting dudes a bad reputation?
I don't know how they would give them a bad reputation. So I feel like that's personal. If you don't like the more flamboyant gays, there's some people that I know are fine with them. It doesn't bother them. They like it. Some people, if you're just too over the top, I personally don't care for that. If you're just way too feminine and just you're really acting like a girl, but you don't want to be a girl, then I'm kind of confused about that. So it just depends on if they're over the top or if that's just them being natural.
Listen, everybody has their own perception of everybody else. So, do I think flamboyant gays give more straight masculine acting men a bad reputation? No. I think they give themselves their own reputation, and people sometimes get lost in stereotypes. I think that's part of it. Now, me personally, I'm kind of that balance in between. I have, my masculine moments, and then I have my really flamboyant moments. But I'm a good mixture between. Not everybody's like that. So I don't really think anybody else can give somebody else a bad reputation. I think your reputation comes from you.
I agree and I disagree. I agree. I say that they do give us a bad reputation. I feel like not just us. I feel like they give the entire. They give it's what people already assume that we are.
Stereotypical.
Yeah, they already. So it's like when you see the loud ones and they're being extra, really extra, and twirling around and talking about bitch and all this other stuff and talking about, sex in public really loud and like it's normal, which it's not for kids. I feel like a lot of things need to be calmed down in the presence of children. We need to let them express themselves in their own way and not see what we do and mimic it. I feel like that's why there's a big misunderstanding with, straight people and people of the LGBTQ is that, they automatically we're stereotyped as being flamboyant and sissy and all these other really negative words. And so in a sense it does hinder us and it hurts us in a sense when you see a lot of flamboyant guys out there. But don't get me wrong, like I'll give a flamboyant dude a chance quicker than I'll give anybody else. But it's really all about your personality and how you carry yourself. And you don't have to be extra and loud. You can be extra and loud with your actions, with the positive things that you do for your community or whatever the case to build a name for yourself. That's gonna carry its own weight. You don't have to cause attention. Just be yourself naturally, and all that extra stuff falls away. So people won't even really see you. They'll see you as flamboyant, but they won't see you as, oh wow, he's loud with it though. Like it won't be nothing like that, and then it will cause less attention to us. Because that's really all we really want. We don't want attention. We don't really care for it. Like me personally, I don't care for the attention. I don't want it. I don't want people looking at me and staring at me when I go somewhere or walking down the street. I just want to be left alone with my friends and just walk down the street. So,
yeah. Because most of what we deal with is stereotypical and it's what they see on TV and movies. And so everybody thinks that every gay guy is, flaming and flamboyant and loud and obnoxious and all of that. There are a few, but we are not, all of us are not that way. So it can give you a bad rap if that's what people automatically think you are.
Good points. Very good points. All right. Next question, number 13. Is there a sexual fetish that turns you off?
A sexual fetish that turns you off? I don't know.
historical role play.
Okay. Never heard of that.
Oh yes, it's role play. You acting out his past history. Acting out the past.
Slave and master or something.
Yes,
like
that kind of stuff, or like people that dress up in blackface during sexual activities. Yes, that happens. People that dress up their girlfriends as Aunt Jemima. My name is not Kunta. Y'all laughing, but I'm serious. I've had it happen to me before. My name is not Kunta. I am not your little African slave boy.
Where do you find these people? You sound like you done went through.
Yeah.
I'm gonna just say this: he will not call another black man kunta again.
Oh,
but
God.
with that being said, there's a lot of freaky weird shit that I'm not into. I'm into the regular basic 50 Shades of Grey type shit, like just the regular normal freaky shit. Like don't pee on me. We not R. Kelly. We not doing that.
No golden showers.
No. Not even off yellow. No, nothing.
Yeah, I wouldn't be into anything like that. I know there's some people that like you to be dirty and have a stench or an odor, and they like that, and that's what gets them off. It does not get me off. I like clean.
Oh, like the musty smell?
No musty smell. There's some people that they like that. They don't want you to wash your behind, nothing. They want to smell you after a long, hard day, and I don't want them to do it.
After you done went to the gym.
Mm-hmm. Worse than that. Like, you done had number 2 and then, like, come here, put it in my face. No, I don't want to do that.
Oh, that's nasty.
I'm not doing it.
That's gross.
That's nasty. I'm sorry. Wow. Yeah. I don't like dirty dudes at all. So if you are intimate with me and you're asking if I will do certain things in your mouth or around you or on you, I will probably punch you in your throat. Just to let you know. Don't ask me to defecate on your chest, because that will not happen. Mm-hmm. Some of y'all are nasty. Like, y'all really need to be checked into some type of facility. Like, some of y'all
what is it called? Like a
nasty.
Belgian waffle?
I have no idea.
And it's like you do it over a glass table though.
Ew.
And like what somebody laying underneath it.
Yeah.
Ew. So yeah, not happening. Anywho, 14. Describe your first kiss.
Yeah. My first kiss was when I was a kid with one of my friends that I went to school with. She lived right down the street from me, and all I remember is her breath smelled like milk. And anybody that knows me knows I hate milk. So anytime I think about even kissing a woman, I think that their breath and their mouth smells like cow milk, which I call cow piss.
She smelled like Similac.
I do not remember my first kiss with a guy. I can't even remember who it was or when it happened, but that's the one that has stuck with me.
Oh my gosh. First kiss. Whew. Must have been 2008. I was in college, I know that much. Your first college crush, wasn't really all that great. It was a lousy kissing. You know how sometimes, like, when somebody kisses you and somehow both of your lips end up on the inside and both of their lips are on the outside of yours?
Oh, so he was inhaling it. Yeah.
I felt like Pac-Man. I felt like I was in a game of Pac-Man. Like he was about to eat me or something. Like, it was really just weird. I didn't kiss people for a long time after that.
I'm going to just say this. Side note from what he just said. Do not inhale, people. Learn to kiss. No one wants to kiss with your mouth over their mouth like this. I should not be able to talk to you and have a whole conversation while you're trying to inhale my face. That's not sexy. It ain't cute. Learn to kiss right. And there's a lot of you old heads too that still kiss like that. That's gross as fuck. Gross as fuck.
Well, they don't know how to open their mouth. They just sitting there.
Like
You can
fish.
open your mouth when you want to talk and speak your mind, but learn how to close your mouth when you kiss.
And stop putting that stuff in your head that leaves stains on couches. Please stop doing that.
What, the krill juice?
Yes.
Oh,
Don't nobody want no activated juice.
So let me just say my first kiss, since we got distracted. My first kiss I was very young. I was in kindergarten, or first grade. And it was this boy named Warren. And I'm going to just say, look, if you remember this, I grew up to look very nice. You were my first kiss. You turned me out. I'm so disappointed in you, sir. You kissed me under the table in the after-school program. And then you dipped the fuck out and didn't even say bye.
Oh my god.
Real shit though,
So
that's
while
depressing.
he has his waiting to exhale moment,
I
Warren
exhaled.
kissing people under the table.
Warren, I hope you're
running away.
watching.
I don't even know his last name,
Probably.
but if you're from San Diego, you went to Valencia Park Elementary School, you kissed a little boy under the table. That's me.
That boy been doing something like that.
Hey, don't nobody know him. Don't nobody know. Don't nobody know what he did. You say
They're gonna be like, wait a minute, I remember him. He kissed me on the table too.
Lord.
Shit.
Don't have a whole bunch of people outside his house with pitchforks.
Hey, you shouldn't have kissed me.
Lord have mercy. Okay. Number 15. Have you ever been to a sex party, bathhouse, or participated in a 3 or more way?
Have I ever been to a sex party bathhouse? No. Have I participated in a 3 or more way? Yes.
All of the above. Yes.
I have not been to a sex party nor a bathhouse, and I have participated in a 3-way.
Okay. Moving on right along. Number 16. Would you ever make a sex tape?
Oh, I've made plenty of those.
Yes, I actually would.
You guys know who you
I
are.
wouldn't release it. Unless I was desperate for money, then I'd probably leak it. Coin.
I'm gonna just tell y'all this now. If I ever make it famous and you have my sex tapes, anyone that I've stuck with, let's split the money. Go to TMZ, we can split the money. I will not press charges.
Oh my god. Hush, Ray J. Gosh. I don't know. Indifferent. Probably. Maybe.
You know you made one,
I have not. To my knowledge.
to your knowledge.
I have not consented to or been involved in a knowledgeable recording of a sex tape.
Okay.
I did not have sexual
Oh my.
relations with that woman.
Did you see that? Just
Oh,
on my
man.
Snapchat, just on my timeline.
I'm
just
gonna need you to
ask.
stop looking at freaky sneaky details on your Snapchat.
Not my Snapchat, my Instagram. No,
On
it's
your Instagram,
I-
too.
You know what? I wasn't expecting it.
That's what they all say.
No, I really wasn't. I didn't know that he was gonna show just ass. Like he never, from what I can tell, shows ass. But hey,
Anywho.
hey.
So, 17, this is like totally random, not really sure why it's in here. Have you ever tried to shoplift?
Yes, I got caught shoplifting a long time ago. I used to be really into school when I was little, and my dad, he always got our school supplies during the summer. And so it was literally like probably a month, 2 weeks to a month away for school to start. And I was the one that was like, okay, Dad, you gotta get school supplies, you gotta go school shopping and all that stuff. I can't be late for school. Like, I was that kid. I was a big nerd. Nerdiest of nerds. And so my dad took forever, and I just thought that he was never gonna get it. So one of my longtime friends, Karen, hi Karen, if you ever see this, she took me to what was Albertsons. Then I don't know what it is now, but it was Albertsons, and I had like mechanical pencils, regular pencils, paper, sharpeners, erasers, all that stuff stuffed into my pants. And I tried to walk up the hill, and I think she told my dad, and then my dad took me back there. I got in trouble. He took me back there and made me return everything to this lovely lady named Cookie. And I never went in there again without an adult. But yeah, I didn't get in trouble. I didn't get a whooping. I didn't get in trouble though. He yelled at me, but when he realized why I did it, he felt bad, and now we laugh about it.
I tried once, and it was at this grocery store in San Marcos, Texas called Weiss. And it was Sunday after church, and my mom was in there, and I was by this big wall of candy, and I just really wanted some of the candy. And so I called myself trying to take some of the candy. I think I was maybe around 7, 8 years old.
Yes. Like probably. I have never actually tried because I'm definitely afraid of my mother, and I think she would probably send me to an early grave.
Tried what?
Shoplifting. You forgot what we was talking about
Yeah.
that fast?
I did. The phone rang,
I
so.
need you to get your life in order.
Hey, it's not my fault.
It is your
It's
fault.
not my fault.
Whose is it then?
Satan.
Oh, don't bring the devil in this.
Hey,
Lucifer ain't did nothing to you.
Lucifina.
Who is Lucifer? Oh, you know what? I'm not going to answer that question.
Twin sister.
Yeah, Into who? But no, I've never tried to shoplift that then. Hopefully my mother never actually watches this video because she'll learn more about me than I think she really wants to. But if she does, just know, never did it because she scared the crap out of me. Anywho, 18. Do you have a gag reflex?
Yes. I will throw up all over you. And then we're not talking sexual, but if you mean sexual, then yes, that too. I'll throw up all over you.
I can't stand
Oh my God. Unfortunately, no, I do not.
I do. Yeah.
Side note: is there a food or a smell that makes you guys like want to throw up, like literally, like gag to the point where you feel like it's really about to come out?
The smell of bleach makes me want to vomit.
What about you?
Milk. Regular milk.
Okay. With me, it is milk, but just regular cheese by itself. That makes me gag. Like not melted or cooked on something, just regular, like how back in the day how we used to just eat little pieces of cheese that our parents would like cut off from the block. That makes me gag now. I can't do it.
What's whole? Oh, Lord. All right. Next question. Have you ever cried over or had your heart broken by a guy?
7 whole days, and not a word from you.
No, he didn't break the
7
Tony
whole
Braxton to
nights.
that.
And I'm just about through. You know what? That literally is Unbreak My Heart, Miss Toni Braxton. Every sad song she has, I've literally listened to 25,000 times with every breakup. My worst breakup would have to be my longest one, and that was with my ex. I will not say no names, but Cal, you know who you are, buddy. Got aliases up in this bitch. Nah, but yeah, he was my hardest one because I did him dirty and I regretted it ever since.
Yeah, no. I've never cried over another guy. I don't think I was that into them to want to cry. I'm not a crier as it is, so it takes a lot to make me cry. And I'm not about to cry over a man. Never have. So hopefully I won't ever have to.
Have I ever cried over one? No. I'm not about to let nobody see my weaknesses. You don't cry in front of me. What's wrong with you? Anywho, have I had my heart broken? Absolutely. Yes. And the person who did it regretted their life choice. You know, because you can't just break my heart and then jump ship and go to a different state thinking that I'm not gonna figure that out. So the train car beat down had to happen. It just had to happen. You know, I'm just saying. What do you think, like?
Next caller.
So silent. Anyway, so last question. What would you do if you found out the person you were just about to get with was on the DL?
Deuces, nigga. Nah, no, really. No, seriously. Y'all need to really figure that shit out. You either want to be with somebody or you don't. Stop cheating on your females. If you want to be with a nigga, just be with a nigga. Like, ain't no reason to be on the DL. Or be bi. Like, people are more accepting of that. But if being on the DL is like, you're disrespecting both parties. If you have a girl, you're disrespecting her, and you're pretty much treating her like a dummy. If you're with a guy, it's like, if you're, fucking with a gay guy on the low, it's like, well, you're not good enough, so, and I don't like you or don't trust you. So it's like, just grow the fuck up and realize that you're too old to be DL. I can understand high school students being DL, but grown-ass men and women, no. That's how I feel about it.
What he said.
Ha! Preaching to the choir. Don't come at me if you're on the DL, because we got a problem. First of all, if you can't go out in public with me and hold my hand, I don't want nothing to do with you. If you can't introduce me to your mama, I don't want nothing to do with you. I ain't hiding for nobody. I'm sorry.
We didn't get enough of that.
I've been out the closet a long time. I ain't got time for that, Jesus. Jesus said no.
When
Get your life.
Jesus says no.
I just realized what you just said.
Michelle, maybe you calm down, Michelle. But yeah, no. Ain't nobody got time for the DL shenanigans. Because first of all, I have a lot of time sharing anyway. Second of all, I don't want to share you with a woman. I'm sorry. There's a reason that God made me gay. I'm sorry. Just don't want it. I don't want no parts of it. But yeah, so that was really all the questions that this blog had. Feel free to comment. Let us know what you thought. If you have other questions, let us know too. I'm more than happy to answer those. And yeah, we'll be back pretty soon with another video.
It's our first one. Like, comment, and subscribe.
Anywhere where the box is going to be.
What everybody always says. Down here.
And if you want to follow me, which I don't have a YouTube channel, but if you want to follow me, you can follow me on Instagram, Snapchat, Facebook. Just got to figure out who I am.
Yeah.
So he just like, all right, YouTube
Mystery.
world. It's been real.